Alright. Go ahead and let this camera focus real good for a second. What's up, y'all? It's been a while. It has been a very long time since I decided to get on here. I feel like it only feels that way because I've been sick the last 3 days. I don't know what. I had it felt like some new strand or something that they have came up with and put out here, but whatever. I just want to go ahead and open it for purpose of the video. Oh, shit, I'm down my damn pants. But trying to see now is I got the high fructose corn syrup here. And she called. So first things first, we got a Chipotle bowl. I haven't had Chipotle in a while, and I was trying to figure out what I was gonna do Uber Eats wise to get myself. If I can open her, don't waste my rice. All right, come on, man. Ah, exactly what I want. Now, I did start doing vegetarian options, but I haven't been able to eat nothing in the past 3 days for real, for real. I just had a stomach for something last night, and now I'm just gonna mix her on up. Good old little Chipotle bowl. Please be good to my stomach. Please be good to my stomach, because I don't need you messing me up. But if something's still left in my system, it need to come on out. It's gonna be perfect right here. Make it come on out, because that's ridiculous. All right. Let's bless the food. You ain't getting none. It's my bowl. Yeah, y'all. Funky said hello. Funky. Funky, get down. You so rude. You got manners. Here, let me put some on the ground for you. There you go. You don't eat it. That's on you. I ain't gonna give her no more guacamole because I know damn well it's gonna mess up her stomach. So, now that we have gotten this out the way, first things first. I was sick. I went to Atlanta Black Gay Pride. Shout out to everybody that had all that. I went to one event. It was the trap and karaoke event. I can't think of her name right now that hosted it, but shout out to you, man. Appreciated you. I enjoyed it. I want to say this, okay? I enjoyed myself. No more of me smoking hookah. I'm just saying this publicly so that way, if anybody happens to run into me, I can hold me accountable in general. I don't know if I'm ever stepping out again like that, but that was my second time stepping out. And I enjoyed myself. I did enjoy myself. Now, it was from 3 to 7 on Sunday, which is what I loved. I had to go later on during the time frame, but I enjoyed myself when I went. Excuse me. In person, I actually got to see I actually got to meet Molding the Place. Molding the Place podcast. Ah, it was pretty neat, man. And let me tell y'all, that that chain that chain looked better in person. That chain looked better in person. That chain definitely looked better in person. It was thinking and shining and just popping. All right. Now, I want to say this too, and I need everybody to hear me loud and clear. Loud and clear. So please, if you got to scoot a little bit closer to your TV, or turn up your TV, or turn up your phone, or whatever you got to do, because I need this to be very, 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 very clear, because I got to meet somebody that I've actually been wanting to meet up with and just chill with them for like years. But I'm gonna make this public, and I don't give a damn who don't like it. I don't give a damn about your opinion. I don't give a damn about none of that you talking about. You feel me? You can have your own opinion on anybody you would like, but I'm only gonna say this one time. Grams, Grams, Grams. Y'all may know her as Grams Youngin. I don't forgot Hannah, Erica. I can't remember the rest of the names. Um, in her clothing line, Aaron Finesco. But what I want to tell y'all personally is, Grams is family. Okay, if you don't like that, get off my page. Unsubscribe to me. Do not watch me. Don't nothing. Y'all bring that shit over here and say, oh, Grams did, oh, Grams that, oh, Grams, blah, 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 blah. You gotta go, bro. That's family. That's family. You hear me? That's family. I don't play about stuff like that. Like, that's, nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. I got to hang out with Grams. I got to enjoy my time. um, her, her girlfriend is very cool. I like her. Like her. Very funny, very goofy, very down to earth. Her and Grams are a lot alike. But so technically, go for both of them. That's like family to me now. Baby, just know that ain't for me, child. Because it just be too much hate going on this internet. And what I don't understand is, as an adult, y'all need to get on here and figure out how to form your own personal opinion of somebody away from the drama of the internet. Because y'all do realize that most of the time when these people get on here, it's so that way they can pay their bills. It's so that way they can run up a story. It's so that way they can come on here and say what they got to say, whatever, 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 promote whatever. But at the end of the day, they are on here to get money, right? So I just gotta say that Graham's is family. Um, and anybody associated with Graham, anybody, y'all got a problem, y'all just better unsubscribe to me, child. If you get disrespectful, I don't play that. I don't play that. I just want to come on here and say that because people are fucking weird. Like people are just weird in general. You can be cool with whoever the hell you want to be. Like being out alone. There's been so many people that has been, yo, you look familiar. Da, 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 da. Since I stepped out the first Friday, I went out on what was it called? First Fridays for my birthday. When I stepped out and went to, I don't forgot what it was called that I went to. The place itself, but yeah, I had somebody walk up to me and be like, "Hey, Delph," and I was like, "Ooh, hey, girl." I didn't know who I was talking to, y'all. I had no idea who I was talking to. But yeah, that just goes to show you, like, people still remember you 10 years later, 15 years later. Oh, good God, because I was a skinny toothpick little thing when I used to be out here. But every time I used to go out, when I did go out to Pride, it was always Atlanta Black Gay Pride. That was always there. When I did step out when I was younger, so there's no telling who done met me or whatever. And I will admit, I had to go back months ago. I had to go back and reassess everything. I'm like, I really don't think Rams is as bad of a person. Now, I ain't got time for nobody coming on my shit, and I mean this sincerely. Please don't start that because I am 34 years old. I do not have time to be arguing with nobody on no internet, keyboard, gangsters. I ain't got time, baby. Find something else nice to do, safe to do, fun to do with yourself, a little bit more entertaining. There's other people you can watch and subscribe to. Excuse me, and comment on on their channel, and they'll actually talk to you. Cause I missed it all YouTube days, and I feel like we need to get back to that. Cause this everybody's an influencer. Everybody wants to be an influencer. Everybody wants. But what are you influencing? What are you influencing? Partying? Oh Lord, no! I done wasted it. That just hurt my heart. I just wasted it. Oh, that was a bean. Damn. Yeah, what are you influencing? Partying, talking shit about people. But anyway, back to what I was saying, so I don't forgot. I'm sorry, I do that sometimes, and I know y'all get frustrated with me, but I can't help it. Um, I had to go back a month ago and form my own opinionograms and like really rewatch some of the old videos, rewatch some of the old stuff when it came to her personally, and pay attention to the now. And then when I met her in person, I'm like, bruh, who is lying? Who is lying? Who is lying? One of y'all is lying on this internet. One of y'all is lying on this internet. Somebody lying. Because ain't no way. I'm trying to finish most of this up before I think a storm is coming through. No, it was real windy a minute ago, and I hope y'all can still hear me. But and I got myself a new phone, so it should pick up good audio and visual and stuff like that compared to what I had previously. But baby, I missed all YouTube days. Like people got on here and talked and did mukbangs and did challenges and pranks. And back when people was just being themselves and being authentic and not coming on this camera and performing. Cause I get it. Some of these YouTubers on here look like really want to be actors. I understand, but I don't know. I tried to vlog and it was never for me to really get out there and vlog like that. I don't know if I'll ever get big on this. I don't really plan on it. I don't really plan on taking YouTube seriously like that. I just got on here because it was something that I've always wanted to do, and I told myself I would wind up doing regardless of like how many subscribers, regardless of how anything. Like I remember when I had like not even 30 subscribers, and now I have over 300. But back to what I was saying though, by forming your own opinion. Excuse me. Whew, Mexican Coke, honey. Lovely. Oh, and if y'all get a chance, go to the World Cup though, because it's a nice little thing to do. Nice little places you can try and all that. They got a nice little gift shop and all that. And it's not like way too expensive to do. And it's real cute to do with the family, especially if you got kids. Make sure you get the I'm trying to remember what my aunt did. It was like a drink package thing where you can get like souvenir type, like thick plastic cups. They come with it, and then you can use those as taste test cups. You feel what I'm saying if you want to, or you can just keep it as a souvenir cup. Either way, but excuse me, that could be your own personal cup if you want. Walking around and taste and stuff because they get a little crowded sometimes. And I remember going back to the Georgia Aquarium too recently, y'all. I just got back from the beach last month. I enjoyed myself. I have enjoyed myself for my birthday. I'm getting off topic though. But y'all need to go and form your own opinions of people. Like, stop believing everything that you see on this internet. Stop believing everything people put out. Stop all that. I'm not asking no for his. Uh, I'm not asking for this right here. I'm sure that did not. I think that's the only one. But yeah, stop believing that stuff, man. Stop believing everything you see, everything you hear. Go do your own research. You your own person. You got your own mind. Come up with your own conclusions. But I was sticking on saying, I don't tell nobody feel. No grams slander on my channel. She is family, family to me. That's bro, and I do not play that. Mm-mm. I feel the exact same way about King's Corner, and her wife. I don't play that. I'm letting you know, ain't no slander over here. Ain't no slander over here. And I had somebody, a friend of mine, asked me to do like a mukbang thing, or at least eat and talk. Cause she was like, "Girl, you be so into eating and talking at the same time. Just do both." Because somebody can come on here and press play, and feel like they eating with a friend. And I know I used to do that a lot with is it? I want to say Zoe. It could be Saul. I don't want to mispronounce his name, but I used to watch him a lot. Be all up and through them mukbangs, baby. And he just be talking. I love his personality. But that's what I miss, like them type of days. People be getting so caught up in like trying to be perfect and look good for the camera and act like we ain't got no blemishes and act like people don't be needing to eat. You know what I'm saying? Needing to do things. And taking shit too seriously, man. Full moon coming tomorrow. Yeah, Sunday. So I'll be ready to get my stuff together. Get myself together, honey. But no slander, child, of any kind, because I really have been out here. My ass just wasn't on YouTube. So I'm letting y'all know any of my moves. Now that I'm older and I'm out here, just using a media channel for me to using the app to come on here and do stuff. I've always wanted to put my first and last name on YouTube. I've always wanted to get on here and just talk. Oh shit. I've always wanted to do that. But I've been my insecurities be the best of me. I used to think that I was too big to get on camera. I used to think that like nobody would watch me. You know what I'm saying? Nobody would be concerned with me, nothing like that. But you gotta go for what you feel is best for you. You can't just be out here doing everything and then not understanding why stuff's not working for you. Really, really like hone in on what you want. Just trying to find a word. Hone in on it and go after it. Y'all, it's really not as complicated as people think it is. It's really not. You got to get out your head on certain things. When I tell y'all, it's just helping my stomach so much. It really is. 'Cause y'all, I was sick. I don't know what happened. I didn't get sick till it was Wednesday morning. I woke up and I was sick. I mean sick. I didn't have an appetite for like 2 days. It took me 3 days to get over this to get to this point. Had no appetite. Was hurting. Was just had the chills. Had a fever. Took me over 24 hours to break that. Just in a lot of pain. Had a whole upper respiratory situation going on. It's finally starting to clear up. Like it was a lot, and I was struggling to get my energy back. But I do not regret under any circumstance going out. I don't because I am an introvert and I do stay in the house. But that was the one time that I said no. I want to step out and go to this event and actually meet this individual, and I'm glad I did it. Go out and actually meet Grams in person. And y'all got to start going and meeting people and having your own experience. And you don't have to like everybody that they hang out with. You don't have to like their entire circle. You don't have to like even well, it helps if you like who they date or who they with or whatever. But I don't know how to put this. But it's one of them things like we older now. Excuse me. It was good. It was real good. We older now, y'all. And it's too much back and forth. BS. Now I'm full. This is what I get. Because even though I've been eating a lot healthier and doing the salads, the kale salads and stuff that I was doing, I can't I can't finish it. I can't finish it. I can't finish it. I'll get that situated in a minute. But I want to finish this video before the storm come in because it definitely looks like it's about to start up here in a few minutes. So I'm gonna make this quick. Do for yourself, man. Get out here and do for yourself. Get out in this life, do what you want to do, go after what you want to go after. If you a very soft spoken person and that's how you've always been, then just be that individual. You don't have to change a whole bunch of stuff about yourself to make another individual happy. Hell, you don't have to live by any of these rules that any of these societies actually have. It's up to you, right? Now we have laws. We have laws. But I'm saying, as far as like your individuality and who you are and who you stand as a person, develop it, tweak it, figure out what you like and what you don't like. Like, get out here and really go after something that you may be passionate about, or it could be more than one thing. And hell, if you a nerd, you a nerd. You know what I'm saying? I just started pushing myself to read more a couple of years ago. Before that, you couldn't get me to pick up a book, and I can read. One of my best subjects in school was English. It always was. I used to piss all my teachers off because I would never brainstorm. It used to aggravate them so bad. They're like, "You gotta brainstorm." I put down like 3 words just to have something on the paper. Wouldn't even put a full sentence down. Wouldn't even put a run on down. Wouldn't do nothing. You get like 3 words. That's it, and just write the rest of it when I had to. That was me. I loved reading poetry, not the old Shakespeare shit, because I can't certain shit I can't understand. And it's just like, but when they used to talk like that, you know what I'm saying? I can be funny and goofy and act like that, but I just, that's too much. I feel like this it's too much of a play on words type of thing for me. I like just normal poetry and stuff that I used to write. And the way I used to do my stanzas, I used to make them mad too. So it was pretty interesting now that I think about it because my teachers used to get mad. But yeah, no, I come from an older generation where this shit that a lot of the younger YouTubers are doing now is very different. It's very old. Everybody in general wants to be a social media influencer. And my God, there is more things to do on here than that. Now, if you have different things that you like and you come on here and you do that, that's one thing. But like just to be on here and just I don't know, YouTube has gotten so different and I don't like it. And now we got the AI shit that's on there now. And I'm not a big fan of that. But it's a part of the I guess it's just a part of the growing part of technology. You can't really do much about it. But the difference of that is you have personality. You're a human. You know what I'm saying? You have a body. You go through experiences, and people can relate to that. You have your own individuality. People can relate to that. Technology is technology. That is it. That's it. That is it. So yeah, that's all I want to say. Get back on here. Like I said, I don't know how many more times I'm gonna come on here. I don't know how many more videos I'm gonna do. I do not like constantly coming on here and talking 24/7 about stuff. I don't feel like I'm that like interesting, so to speak. I don't want to vlog with y'all 24/7 because I don't have a whole lot going on to just be vlogging every single day or vlogging everything that I've done. Like I tried it. I set out a goal and now I have taken those videos down so y'all can't see them no more. And it bit me in the butt because my watch hours have went down drastically. So ain't nothing I can do about that. It's because I removed those videos. But I did do all the December videos, which I just, you know what I'm saying, November just changed it with my first letter of my name. And then I did some of those vlogs, and then I did all the entire Vlogmas. Baby, when I say day 31 after that, I wanted to put down the camera and never come back on here. I mean, every bit of that. Because I got tired. I think I went all the way to January 1st, and then that was it. Too much. Too much. Too much. And I don't like how it feels very performative in front of this camera, and you have to set it up and have it on a tripod like I have it now, and do stuff with your phone, and do stuff with your camera, and always have it out. Look at me, and 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 that shit. Cause that's all you see. If you go to an event, like the event we was at, how laid back it was, people was only taking out their phones for a quick second to either snap a picture real quick or do a quick little record video and be done. There was no holding the shit out like this on either side, trying to get good lighting, doing all this with the food and all this with the vibes, and people were actually engaged in there in the moment. And that's what I like. I don't go to places with the damn phone is out 24. Girl, get that shit away. Because what happens if it goes back to hell, I was looking at the flip phone the other day. I ain't even gonna hold you. I was looking at the flip phone. Because you know what I like about flip phone, when you get mad and you slam it to close it. Yeah. When you hang up, you don't get that on this phone. You don't get a release on this phone. You can throw it, but then you're gonna break it. But excuse me. Um, but you can close it real quick. That was my favorite. That was my favorite. That was my favorite. I miss my little rant too when I used to slide up. But yeah, what would happen if it were to go back to that? A lot of people wouldn't be able to function. A lot of people wouldn't be able that are now used to this wouldn't be able to do that, bro. I was in them times growing up as a young teen, young adult out here in this world with that type of technology. Back when the camcorders that you had in your hands was big. Y'all remember that? You used to hold the camcorder and you used to go around like that. There wasn't no like selfie thing. You would have to prop it up on something or put it somewhere and have it facing you. And then you would have to get up and press in it to record. And that's why y'all was seeing me do that. Start and stop with these. Or I pull the phone close to me in the thing because I'm tired. I don't want to keep going through having to edit the stuff, having to flip stuff. Hell, I still got a video out now on YouTube just sideways because I tried to flip it around and do it the correct way, and I guess I messed it up again when I reloaded it, like re-uploaded it on the thing. But the old days when you had that, the older cameras that you had that you couldn't do all that. You had to be present in that moment and capture what you could, do what you needed to do, and go on about your business. Now, this phone is so encapsulating that people are just be so like tied to this shit. That it's like y'all not, the younger generation is not going outside and actually enjoying themselves, and they too focused on this phone. I'll go out. Now at family functions, we not allowed to like we allowed to have our phone, of course, because we are grown, but we don't be on our phones like that. This is just quiet for the moment. Any other time, the phone be in the pocket or the phone be on the table, because you being present in the moment is what y'all need to be worried about. Not worried about what's going on in this phone, not doom scrolling, not all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? This is very, very, very different now compared to what it used to be. That's what I remember and what I enjoyed growing up. Hell, I missed the MySpace days when we used to encode all that stuff and used to put up your playlist of songs that used to come on, and you used to have background screens and stuff like that, like little backgrounds that pop up and stuff. And you used to have a friends list, and sometimes people were rotating like your top five. I think it went up to like top 10 at some point. It was top five, then it was top eight, then it was top 10. And if the green dot came on, that meant you was online and stuff. I remember the dial-up days. I remember being this young that I thought that if I threw my comforter on top of the tower, that it would help encapsulate the sound of the. It would help encapsulate that, so I wouldn't get in trouble because I got on the computer late at night. And you would have to be so quiet typing. It just, man, I grew up with house phones. You call the house phone. Ooh, I remember I got in trouble one time, y'all. I remember I got in trouble one time. I'll tell y'all this story time. So, my, my best friend had called me. She was lucky, man. She got to do what she got. I just gonna put this out there. This is my best friend in high school, and she like, we was always like this. But man, she could do what she wanted. Her mama wasn't as strict as my parents. You feel me? So I remember one time no, I called. I think I called her, and I told her I would call her a little bit later. My dad had went to sleep. I thought, oh, I'm gonna be good. I got this, y'all. I was being so quiet too. I had gotten the second phone that had already been charged up from the other thing. Um, the phone that didn't get used as much, I made sure it was charged, and I went ahead and used that one, the cordless one. When they upgraded the cordless, I was over there on the phone, on the phone, on the phone, on the phone. I heard somebody pick up the phone. And y'all, it was way past my bedtime. It was late. I think it was school night too. All I heard was my best friend said, "Pick up the phone. Was that you?" I said, "Shh." So we just silent for like a good minute straight. Ain't nobody breathing, moving, making a noise, nothing. I can't remember if you could put the phone on mute back then. I think you just could cover the, you know what I'm saying, the speaker part, but I don't think you could put it on mute. And I got in trouble. I got in trouble. My daddy got on that phone and he said, "Take your ass to sleep. It is late. I can hear you talking, and I figured you was on the phone. When I get off this phone, I'm gonna walk back to my room. And you need to get off the phone." Baby, I was frozen. I was underneath my sheet, just like, oh, I feel like I'm in trouble. And I'm the oldest, by the way. But y'all, I was so nervous. He hung up that wall because it was in the, I think it was in the kitchen. It was the wall phone. Hung up that wall phone, and I gave it about like a good minute or two to let him get back to his room. And I told my best friend, I said, "Girl, I will talk to you later. I ain't got time to be getting on the phone. I mean, getting in trouble on this phone." And I couldn't. Hung up the phone. Y'all remember this used to mean, I don't know what this means and if it means anything in sign language, but sometimes we say that to, and back in the day people used to say one. I never said it, but people used to actually say that, like hanging up on the phone and stuff like that. Hell, I remember when I used to I still remember as a child when I used to make my grandma mad when I used to God rest her soul, I miss her so much. I used to call her people. Yeah, I used to call my grandma's people. I used to call my grandma's people. I used to get on her nerves because she wouldn't answer the phone. My grandmother would not answer the phone. My grandmother would not answer the phone. And I used to call her beeper at work so I could make her call me. And I think she got the cheap one. I don't think it got like it left a message. It would just say call and whatever the number was, something. She didn't get the upgraded one. She was Nikki. Somebody talking about me. Um, nickel, penny, and dime. Nickel, penny, and dime, baby. And that's not in the right. That's in no specific order, but she used to save every little cent that she could. And I think she got the old school version. But yeah, I remember doing that, blowing up her people too, blowing up her people. Get on her nerves about that. I remember when I got my first Nokia phone. I was I 11 or 12, and it was that blue one, that blue thick one that you hold in your hand, and you had to press A, press 2 times for B, press 3 times for C. Learn how to text that way. Could only call. Didn't have internet on the phone at all. Didn't have internet on the phone for years. They used to be a separate thing. And when Bell South was a thing, I know people remember Bell South. It used to be on the house phone. And sometimes if you walk towards a certain end of the yard, a certain end of the driveway or whatever, you could hear somebody else's conversation. I know I ain't the only one that went through that. You could hear somebody's conversation. And I remember we was getting, me and my best friend was getting some tea on somebody's family issues. I can't remember what they were saying, but somebody wasn't paying no bills. Somebody was talking to their mama, and they were grown, but it was somebody wasn't paying the bills. Somebody was having an affair. It was a lot going on. It was a lot going on. I remember that too. Like it's just certain stuff I miss, and it was so simplistic back then. Hell, I remember when it was big. When y'all remember them belts that you used to get and you used to come across with the names or like phone numbers or whatever else you used to put on there, or like the first generation emoji things that look nothing like the cartoons now. Stuff like that, man. Like I miss that, the simplistic part of life with that, because now everything is so concentrated and heavily focused around and in or on this damn cell phone. And there's no individuality, no simplistic part of anything. There's a helicopter that's going by. I'm trying to figure out if that's a specifically which one that is, but he moving either way. But yeah, stuff like that. I remember that, and I know this wound up me talking and just being long winded, but I'm probably I probably done, and that was my whole purpose on talking about this, just reflecting about how simple life used to be, how fun life used to be. You used to be able to ride down the street without any problems. You used to be able to be walking down to the store and could come back. You know what I'm saying? Or go being out with friends for much longer and not really being an issue like it is now. It's very different now. And I used to be that child who used to be out in the woods, playing, being in my own world out in nature. My own world out in nature. Go out there with my good shoes on too and get my ass towed up. That's exactly what used to happen because I think I lost the sandal. They would them bedazzled little, the one with the thick toe thong thing. They used to separate the toes. I hated them shoes. They used to separate the toes and you had the thick sandal part at the bottom. Yeah, them all black ones and they had the little beaded butterflies or whatever the hell they were in different colors. Your mama got me them honey now. They got sucked up in the mud, and it took a couple of weeks for them to come back up out there in the creek that I used to play in. But I used to be outside. I used to be outside playing with stuff, and this is why a lot of times when I need to really ground myself and just get myself okay, I come out here. I have to have a place that has some type of patio, some type of some type of patio. I don't give a damn if it's a small back porch, a front porch, or whatever. It has to be something, and I have to be able to be around nature or be able to get out in it because it's like a callback for me to go back to that. But yeah, um, if you stayed this far, like the video, um, if you went all the way this far to the end of the video, put house phone in the comments somewhere. House phone. Put house phone. So I know you actually made it this far. But thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for taking the time out. Excuse me. I'm still getting over the sickness. Sorry for the coughing and stuff. I'm about to get off here so I can actually rest myself. But y'all have a blessed one. And please don't let nobody ruin your day. Don't go out here ruin nobody else's day. And don't go out here messing with nobody's rooms either. Good Lord.